Good morning, children. Today is Thursday, but this is a preponed class. We are going to be studying about our environment today, not on Friday, because tomorrow Friday will be Christmas. I had already informed you about this. Good. So, in today's culture class, we are going to learn how to care for our earth. Okay, because our theme for this term is our environment, and in our environment, like I said, it's very beautiful, and we have this water and land and air which is given to us by God, which is allowing us to live on this planet. Unfortunately, we are trying to pollute it, right? We are not being responsible. We are polluting the land and the air and the water and also the sound and also the light. Aren't we polluting the sound also? Have you heard the traffic honking? Pom 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 pom. That is sound pollution. Or playing music at very high levels, disturbing everyone. Everyone means not only you. I am talking even about animals and birds. Disturbing them also, right? They also do not like this loud noise. So that's called sound pollution. Similarly, light, see, we are all natural, just like the birds and animals, we are also natural. So but what we do is, when we want safety in the night, we keep all the street lights on, right? The street lights are on through the night. But do you know that this street light, the light coming from these lamps in the night, are disturbing the birds and other animals? They don't want street light at all. It is we who want it. But by putting the street lights, we are disturbing them. So that is called light pollution. Got it? Some places they have really bright lights that it's not, even you cannot sleep with such bright lights. If you want to sleep, what do? You switch off all the lights in your room, right? You pull down all the curtains. Is it not? So that not one light passes through that. And when it's completely dark, you get a very good relaxing sleep. Animals and birds also want that kind of sleep. And in the morning, when the sunlight comes, that's when the birds and animals will wake up. You've seen the rooster? Cuckoo, it goes on, right? In the morning, as soon as the day breaks, the cock will start crowing. Is it not? Yeah. So that is the time the light should enter. But now what is happening? There is light throughout the night, and in the morning the cock doesn't know whether it is a light from the sun or the light from the lamp post, and it is going to be confused. I have here the cocks crowing here in the afternoon, evening, morning, all the time they will be crowing. Because they are very, very confused. Okay? So these are the kind of troubles we are creating: sound pollution, light pollution, land pollution, air pollution and water pollution. For the last 2 weeks I have been sharing with you the pictures of all these pollutions. Is it not? Okay. Now, caring for the earth. Okay. Going on this topic, I told you which is the most important link for us among all these elements like land, air and water. Which one is it? The tree. Yes, tree plays a very important role, because the tree gives us shade, it gives us food, it is also a habitat for all the birds and animals that it lives on. Habitat means a home, okay, a home for the birds and animals. And then what else? It gives us furniture, and it is also helping in preventing soil erosion. I told you what is soil erosion, right? When it starts raining heavily, the water will wash away the soil. But if you have a tree in that place, the roots of the tree there has to be not just one tree, many trees have to be there. All these trees will hold the soil in place. Okay? So that is why the trees are very, very important. And most of all, what do you get from the trees? You get the oxygen, is it not? If not for the trees, we will not have oxygen at all. We have an exchange with them. like we do with our friends, right? You take this, you give me that, you exchange like that. No, like that we have an exchange with the trees. What do? I'll give you carbon dioxide which you exhale, and then you give me oxygen which I will take. Okay, so you give it to the tree gives it to you. If there is no tree, what will happen? The give and take will become very difficult. So what happens? Of course you can breathe, but your air will not be of good quality at all. Okay, because of the pollution and with lack of trees, the air quality will be very bad. So you won't feel like, you won't feel really fresh. Okay, you're inhaling really bad air inside. Okay, so we need to take care of the earth. The first thing that you have to take care of is trees. You have to protect the trees. Remember I told you last time of one word called afforestation and deforestation. Probably I told you only about deforestation. What is deforestation? Cutting of trees. Very good. You are cutting off all the trees from the forest so that you can take more place from the forest. Okay, you can build roads, you can make buildings, tall buildings, is it not? So what you are doing to clear that place for building, you will start cutting off the trees. That is called as deforestation. That is also bad for us, right? It's bad for earth, it's bad for us, and it's bad for the animals and birds that live in that forest. So what should we do? We should do the opposite of that. The opposite of deforestation is afforestation. What is it? Afforestation. Afforestation means to grow more plants. Okay? To grow more plants. How do you grow plants? You all know, right? I am very sure that you would have learned how to grow plants in these holidays. I told you in this the pandemic holiday only, when you are there at home. I am very sure that at home all of you would have had at least one pot, and you would have put a plant into the soil and would have been watering it. Is it not? Yes. Like that you have to plant trees. Real big trees, not immediate the whole big tree. You put a small plant, and over a period of time it will grow and it will become big. Initially you have to pour water. In the beginning you have to pour water regularly. After that the rain will take care of it. Okay. So this way of growing more and more trees is called as afforestation. Okay. Now they have started a project in Chennai here and there. There's a place in Villivakam, and there is one place near Adayar where they are trying to make this clusters of forest. Okay, so that the city can start breathing fresh air. Very soon I am sure that we will have our own forest, one cluster of forest in Krompet also. Is it not? We can try, right? The one which is coming in Villivakam, I heard that they are trying to have a lot of attractions. There's a big lake there. Around it only they are going to have the forest area. So they are going to have place for camping, you can go for boating, there will be bird watching, and you can go trekking and cycling. So many nice things. You know how beautiful it will be for you to go for a picnic there? Awesome it will be. It's better than going to the mall. You will observe a lot of birds, you'll see butterflies, and you'll have fishing also to do there. Okay, so you have to grow clusters of forest like this. I'm so glad that our government is doing a good job at it. Now that they have started the second project, I'm very sure that will also come out well. Okay, so as you all grow up also, you also must come up with these plans of afforestation. Okay. Okay, this is one thing. Growing trees is one way of caring for the earth. Second way, how do you care for the earth? I told you about the 3 R's last time. Do you remember the 3 R's? R. 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 R's I am talking about. What are they? First one, reduce waste. Reduce waste. Meaning, if you try your best not to put things into the dustbin. Okay, that is one way. Try to hold on to it. Don't throw it immediately so that you have to go buy another one. Second one, reduce your demand itself. I want, I want, I want. You can reduce that demand. When you reduce that itself, you will not be throwing away your waste. Do you know that there is a survey which tells that in your house, you use regularly only 30% of the things which is there. There are 10 things in your house, means you are using only 3 of it. The remaining 7 is never touched in your house. Nobody in the house will be touching those remaining 7 out of those 10 things. Do you know that? So what is those 7 things? It is a waste only. You can reduce it. Okay? You don't have to go buying things which you don't have to use itself. So that is what we are telling by reduce waste. Don't throw them, don't junk it unnecessarily, go buy again throw it, go buy again, throwing it. Don't do like that. Okay? Reduce the waste. For example, if I try this, if I am going to buy, let's say I am going to buy vegetables. Okay? I don't carry, I will always carry a bag with me and go. Okay, I keep always bag in my car, I always keep extra bag in my scooter, and I will also carry a bag in my shopping bag in my handbag itself. So when I go for shopping, I do not ask the man to give me a plastic bag. You seen the vegetable man or the vendor who's sitting on the road, he'll immediately pack it in one plastic bag and he'll give it, right? I'll say I don't want, I have my own bag, and I'll show my bag and I will take it and come. So what is happening? If I had taken the plastic bag, I will come home and I will throw it into the dustbin, right? But by using the bag which is there in my car or my bike which I am holding for shopping, what is happening? I am reducing that waste. No more bags I need. This bag I can always keep using. Is it not? Okay, that's how you reduce waste. Take a bag with you always, you will reduce the throwing of bags. Got it? The plastic bags mainly. So that is reduce waste. Second R is reuse. Reuse means just the bag case like I said. Now this bag shopping bag which I am carrying with me, I can reuse it again and again and again. Do you know that? If it becomes dirty, what will I do? I will wash it. Is it not? Now let's see another example for reuse. These days we are all using pen. The gel pens and all we are using. You have not started using, but daddy and mommy will be using pens. Is it not? See, this is the pen that we are talking about. Now this pen, once it's not writing well, it means that there is a ink filled refill inside it. Okay, now what will happen is what we will do is we will throw it off. What we will do, we will say we don't want, and we will throw. This is not working, we will put it off into the dustbin. Is it not? But there is another thing that you can do. You can open this pen and go buy another refill. This is called as a refill. Okay, see, this is almost over. Can you see that? It is almost, it's white in color, otherwise it has to be blue color. And if I get a new refill, it will cost me only just 1 rupee or even lesser, 1 rupee. This pen cost me around 10 rupees, this cost me only 1 rupee. So what I'll do, I'll spend this 1 rupee, I'll buy this refill, I'll put it inside this pen and it starts writing again. That's called reusing. I'm using the pen, putting the pen to use again and again and again. The same pen again and again and again I will be reusing. That is called as reusing. So like that, what happens, instead of throwing, I save this pen. Okay, you got it? Like that at home, you can try and reuse as much as things as possible. Okay, you don't have to always buy new things by putting these things in the dustbin. Okay, try to reuse whatever you have. Even your toys also, you can try and make out a new toy with an existing toy. Try to bring it together and try and make a new toy. Reuse your materials. Okay, if you see mommy, sometimes if she is buying a ghee bottle, she can wash it and later she can use the bottle for storing anything else in it. Reusing. Got it? Okay. The next one is recycle. Recycle. Recycle means to an object which you don't want, you're going to dispose it anyway. That can be put to another use, that is called as recycling, or bringing it back into same use. For example, you see now the sanitation workers, no, the people who are coming to collect your garbage, they are telling keep plastic separate and other organic waste separate. Is it not? They will tell you, if you give me both together, I will not take your garbage, he will say. Give me plastic separately and the other waste separately. So what is he trying to do? He will collect all these plastics and then he will recycle it to make another plastic out of it. They will have some plant, they will have some factory where they will take all this plastic, any kind of plastic, bottles, jars, covers, bags, all those plastic, they will try to burn it, melt it and make it into fresh plastic. Okay, they will come as fresh plastic with which they can do, again they can start making jars and all. Got it? Yeah, so that is called recycling. Now they are using even plastics, they are trying to collect all those plastics and they are trying to lay roads. The black top roads that you are walking and coming, you see that? They are using plastic for laying roads. Why are they always focused on plastics? Because in this earth, plastic is the only thing which is not going away. It is not at all decaying. You cannot dispose that itself. Wherever you throw it, it will lie like that for another 100 years. Okay? If you put a fruit in a place, means you come back and see after 10 days the fruit will not be there. Either a bird would have taken it or it would have decayed and gone into earth. Is it not? If I put a paper there also, it will decay into the earth and it will go off. But plastic, if I put it, it will stay there itself. So we have to do something about this plastic. It cannot be there everywhere. It's going to cost us a lot in future. Particularly little children like you, when you grow up, if your earth has to be beautiful, we big people have to make sure that these plastics are taken care of and we have to do away with plastics. Okay, do away means try to reduce the usage of plastic or try our best to recycle it. No more new plastics needed. Okay, so that is called as recycling, putting it into another form so that you can use it for a new purpose. Okay, recycling. And this is the symbol for recycling. These three arrows. Okay, this is called as the recycling symbol. You would have seen it in front of the dustbins. Last time I talked about the different colored dustbins, right? Yes, there is a dustbin for plastic, there is a dustbin for metal, one for organic waste and another for metals. Okay, metals, plastic, bottles and organic waste. Now these bottles also like recycling only. All the bottles collected inside the bottles dustbin can be recycled into fresh glass pieces. Okay, fresh glass for bottling. Got it? Okay, so that is the way you can take care of the earth. What is it? First one was afforestation, planting more and more plants or trees. Second one is your 3 R's, reduce waste, reuse your things and recycle it. Okay, help in recycling it. Now let's look at what activity we have to do for today. Come take a look. Okay. In your culture workbook, you will have to do your exercises on page number 26, 27, 28, 29. The last 4 pages of your books. Okay. Now let's see what is there on page number 26. The first one is about matching. Okay, they have given you some phrases here, okay, and some pictures on this side. You have to read these phrases and match it to the correct picture. I'll explain about the picture here. This picture is about 2 children trying to put the waste into the correct dustbin. I told you, there will be different dustbins, one for glass, one for paper and one for plastic. So they are trying to dispose it into the correct dustbin. You can also see that small triangle, the recycling symbol on it. Okay. Next is a picture of two children standing with a shovel in their hand. What are they trying to do with the shovel near the plant? They are trying to plant it. Probably you can call it as afforestation. They are trying to plant trees. Next one is a picture of water running down the tap. Okay, where is it going? Is it going into a bucket? No, I think it is just going down. Nobody is collecting that water and nobody is closing the tap also. Next one, it's a picture of somebody throwing plastics or bottles outside the bin. There is a bin here, but they are throwing it outside. But this is a sign, like you have the traffic signals and signs. This is a sign which says no littering. Littering means throwing the waste matters here and there. Okay, where should you throw the things? What you don't need, you have to throw it into the dustbin. Okay, so throwing things here and there is called littering, and this symbol means don't litter. Say don't litter. Next is a picture of two people. One is probably buying vegetables or fruits from the other person, from the vendor, and they are collecting it in a bag. Okay, we'll leave it there. That's the picture. And the last one is a picture of somebody riding a cycle and going. Okay, now let's look at the phrases on this side. First one, plant a tree. Which is the picture for plant a tree? This one, match it. Why should you plant a tree? Because it will help us in promoting more greenery around you. Okay, there will be more greenery, you will get fresh air because of plants. Next one, use eco-friendly transport. Eco-friendly transport means whatever transport which is good, which is friendly for our environment. Which one is friendly for our environment? Do you think a truck which is giving out lot of smoke from it is a good one, or a cycle which is not giving any smoke? Which is the better transport? The cycle. Yes, the cycle does not give out any smoke, right? And it does not need any petrol also. So you are saving on the fuel. So a cycle is an eco-friendly transport. Okay. Even when you are traveling, you don't have to take every time the cab or take a car for yourself. If possible, you can walk it down or take a mass transport like bus or train. Okay, instead of just you traveling in one car, you can travel carpool with 4 friends and 4 of you can travel in one car. So instead of 4 cars, there will be just one car. That is what we say, use eco-friendly transport. This way of sharing cars among your friends is called as carpooling. Okay, instead of 4 cars, 4 of you can come in one car. Next year onwards, you will notice that instead of you going alone to school, you will go in a school bus. There will be so many children in the school bus. Okay, so that is also an eco-friendly transport only. Next one, that eco-friendly transport is a mass transport. Next one is recycle. Can you show me which symbol, which one is appropriate for recycle? This one, because they are trying to put the waste matters into the correct recycling bin. Later, a sanitation worker will take it and put it for correct use. Plastics will go to the plastic factory, bottles will go to the bottle factory. Okay, and the organic waste will go to the manure factory. Okay, that is recycling. Next one, don't waste water. Where is the picture? There. You can care for your earth by making sure that all the leaky taps are fixed and you don't waste water just like brushing your teeth. You should make sure you open the tap only when you need it, not all the time you're brushing. Okay? Because there is a lot of resource involved in it. The water itself, the electricity for pumping up the water. Okay, the government trying to reach this water to you, to collect this water in dams, all these things will go wasted if you don't close the tap. So, don't waste water. Next one, don't litter. This sign. Don't litter means don't throw waste here and there. It is not good for our environment. If you throw like this plastics in the sea, what will happen? It will get into the stomach of the fishes and they are going to die. Nobody is going to take care of them. There is no doctor under the water, under the sea or ocean to take care of fishes. Is there a doctor under the ocean? No, right? So if you really care for the fishes, you have to make sure that you don't litter. At least not near the beach or near the lakes. Next one, reuse bags. Like I said, when I go for shopping, I will carry bags with me so that I don't have to take their plastic bag. See, does she look like Miss Juno? Short hair, just like me. Okay, next we will go to the page number 27. Okay, on page number 27 it says color the correct picture. Okay, now I leave it to your understanding. You have to look at this picture. I'll just explain what it is. One is about a person throwing the bin into the recycling bin. Another one is throwing into just the trash. Which is the right one? Choosing the correct recycling bin or simply throwing it into any bin? I leave it to you. You color the correct picture. Next one. Here is two people here in this thing. One is just throwing away the bottle and walking off. The other one is throwing it into the dustbin. Which one is the right way? Color that. Next one. Here, can you see the window? There is light coming through the window. And when there is a light coming through the window, do you really need to switch on the lights or switch it off? Which is the right way to do it? I leave it to you. Now let's see what is there on page number 28. Page number 28 and 29 is so easy to do. This is connecting the dots using numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You keep connecting it and then tell me what picture you get here. Okay? After you finish the drawing, you color it. I want you to send me a picture of this. Okay? Send me a photo after coloring it. I want to see what this is. Can you make out what this is? Maybe if you did the whole picture, you will understand. Okay? It is got, I'll give you a clue, it is something to do about caring for your earth. Okay? That is the topic, right? Caring for earth. So, connect the dots, color it and let me know whether you got it. Next one on page number 29 is to help our friend. Who is this boy? Nishwant? Okay, let's say this is Nishwant or Tishant or Varun. Anyway, it's a boy only. You will have to help this boy, let's say Tishant, to go put this waste in the bin. Now don't tell me that he can go like this. I want him to go through this maze and go put it. Okay? Will you try which is the right way? There can be one option, two option also. Let's see how smart you are to find the correct way to go help the boy reach the bin. So children, I hope you will enjoy this week's cultural studies activities, okay? Particularly the last 2 pages, you love it. And the other 2 pages, do the matching and coloring correctly, okay? And today will be the last day of our class and tomorrow is going to be Christmas and the beginning of your vacation. It's a winter break, it's very cold. Take care of your health. I really love it if I come to know that you are all going out, having fun, taking a break, enjoying your vacation. That is very good, but it's very cold out there. So take care of your health, take care of your parents' health. Listen to your parents, okay? Their parents will tell you what to do, what not to do, because we have the corona still going on. So listen to them, help them also, and enjoy your holidays. I'll see you after the break, okay? If possible, I will be having the school open anyway. I'll also give out the dates. Maybe if it's possible for you, you can come over here and work at the school, okay? If you can let me know beforehand itself which day you want, I can try to, fix a partner for you so that at least two of you can work together. Particularly maths, when you are going to do multiplication, addition and all, you need 2-3 people, right, to give quantities to. So it will be nice to do all these group activities if we had at least 2 of them. 3 will be too much because it's not quite safe. So at least two of you can come like that, okay? So I am here, most welcome. You can have enjoy your vacations in Little Me also, okay? See you all soon then. Bye bye. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm meeting you next year, okay? When I'm going to meet you in next class will be in 2021. Next year only we'll have our class. Today is the last day of the year. We are having a class, okay? See you all then. I'm waiting to see you in the school. Bye-bye.